Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Tim Ozon here with another crypto update. Today, we're going to be looking at Solana. Now, Solana, one of the most loved and hated coins in all of crypto. Let's check out the chart. We're going to do a full macro analysis, and we're also going to look at the smaller time frames. So what we can expect for the next week or two, okay? So without further ado, let's get right into it. Starting off on the monthly chart. So a couple things I want to draw your attention to on the monthly chart. Number one is crazy swing failure of the 2021 all-time high. And ever since then, we've been kind of chopping around. So let's see if another all-time high is coming soon. So first thing that we need to point out is if we draw this volume point of control from all the way down here back in November of 2023 to current price, you can see that this is clearly the highest volume area. And that red line there is the point of control. And you can see last month in December, we got right above it and then dumped back down. And then this month, we tapped it again and dropped down again from it. So this is our number one resistance point that we need to flip in order to be bullish at all. And I just realized I have a bunch of old stuff on the chart. So let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Actually, if you guys were following the channel back in September, we predicted this exact top on Solana at the 786 right here. And it would have been a huge move down if anyone took that. But yeah, let's go back to the monthly. So one thing I do want to point out here also is that we have right here and right here, we have equal lows. So that is a little bit concerning because if we do continue to reject from this point of control, I think that's the next draw on liquidity. Obviously, we have this local low from December, but in my opinion, if we do go down past it, I think the next most common point that I think we're going to go to is to take out these two wicks here, which actually matches right here. We have an FEG on the monthly time frame in this area. So again, I'm not sure if we do that right now, but I think if we break this low, we're going to take out these wicks and we'll most likely tap this FEG before going up. And I do think that from here, tapping this FEG would be the fuel to hit an all-time high. And it looks like, just judging from my eye, there's going to be a confluent point here, probably the 786 right there. Yeah, check that out. Perfect match, 786. So again, this is not me saying we're going down to 72, 73 right now. It's me saying if we do, you're going to be wanting to be a buyer or at least longing Solana at that price point. So pay attention to that area down here, okay? Now let's look at higher areas. So obviously from this move down here, we've created another monthly FVG like this. So this is, again, a strong resistance point that we need to flip this FVG. Otherwise, we could go lower. And I'll show you this, this TR pocket. There's actually a TR pocket within that area too, which could be a potential future short. So I'll show you that when we go on the smaller time frames. So again, I'm showing you all this raw. I didn't pre-draw this on the chart, and the reason why is because I want you guys to learn how to do this yourself. You can analyze this chart yourself. So now, after we went on the monthly, let's go on the weekly, see if there's anything important. So on the weekly, you can see we have a wick right here. So I'm going to mark that as liquidity. And that's right in that FEG area as well. Hey, real quick shout out to my favorite exchange, BitUnex. Guys, if you need a good exchange, especially if you're in a country that is a little bit more restrictive, these guys offer no KYC trading. You don't even need a VPN. All you need is an email or a phone number. You can start trading immediately. They have a bunch of cool features, like check this out. This is their markets feature where you can see the sentiment, market cap, increased volume, biggest gainers, losers, top volume, newly listed, and a bunch of other data that's just really nice to have. They have amazing liquidity, and they even have a proof of reserves that's updated every single month. So yeah, guys, there's a link below. You can get up to a 20% deposit bonus through my link. That's going to be below on BitUnex. Let's get back to the video. So here's those equal lows we looked at on the monthly. And then on the weekly, there's this, I'd say, even more significant liquidity area right there. So that's another confluence. We also have this order block right here, weekly order block within that area. And one thing I'm curious, let's look at the volume for the entire area. Okay, so way down here, nothing too crazy. How about from this low? Also down here. Okay, cool. So nothing too important. Actually, wait a second. Oh, check that out. So see this value area high? This goes all the way back to 2021. This is the top of the volume range, and that's also exactly where we rejected from recently, right here. So that's another huge resistance area that if we want to remain bullish, we need a flip. Let's see, no FEGs here. Just some levels up there. Nothing too crazy. Just a lot of resistance. See this black line that I marked? It's a weekly SR level. Lots of wicks into that zone. That's at the top of this FEG. So that's something we need to be aware of if we pump as well. Now going on to the daily time frame. Nothing too crazy. It's a little bit worrying that this daily candle closed below these two wicks. I would have liked to see a wick below and then close above. We did not get that, unfortunately. So I drew this TR pocket back when this was the low, but I'm going to expand it from here to the top of our current range. And so this is what I'm talking about. If we turn this around and pump up, this TR pocket matches the midpoint of the monthly FEG. So that's something to be aware of if we do pump out of this range. If we dump out of this range, we have this minor area right here, but there's no confluent liquidity or anything. So it's not as strong of a area of interest. Now let's go on to the 4 hour. So 4 hour time frame. Again, we see some liquidity that I'm going to mark right within that TR pocket zone. I get a template for the liquidity. I'm surprised I don't have one. Oh, I guess I did have one. Okay, cool. So that's there. You can see the point of control on this smaller time frame. We're below it again. Okay. You can see we swept this high right here the other day, earlier this week, and that was the point of control. Actually, that was a really good short. But we actually have these, I wouldn't call them fully equal highs because they're not exactly close. But it's worth noting that this liquidity wick did not break the one above it. And this one did not break the one above it. So I think if we do pump up here, it will be a stronger move up, potentially to that TR pocket. Or market makers could fill their short orders from here. So two options if we do pump. Okay. Now let's go on the 1 hour and let's look at specifically this week and what can come next week. So actually, this liquidity wick right here was really nice. You can see that it took out these equal lows down here and then pumped right back up. So this was a really, really nice long. And I bet it had a golden pocket also. No golden pocket, but 786 right there. Nice. And actually, when it was pumping initially, I saw it and I was waiting for a retrace to get in and then continue longing. It never came until today. You can see we have this retrace, and we have these equal highs here as well, like that. If I can spell, you'd think it'd be easy with 2 letters. So yeah, equals highs here, equal highs here even. So to me, in my opinion, this upward move is not finished because we left a lot of these highs here. So in my opinion, I think we're more likely to hold this area over the weekend and pump up to take out these highs and potentially all the way to that TR pocket that we mentioned up here. Now, if we break down, the invalidation for that is losing this area right here. And you can see the way I trade, by the way, guys, is I'll just give you this model real quick. This was taught to me by my friend Angus, super smart guy. Basically, you look for a liquidity sweep right here, pump up, break of structure in this area, right? You can see we get these candle closes above these swing points, right? So break of structure all the way up here. And then you look for the retrace of the golden pocket, which we got right here. And now we're currently pumping. So ideally with this trade model, you look to take out the high where you drew the golden pocket from. And so that's right here at 141. So that's why I think we can potentially get at least till here. But it makes sense that if we get till at least here, we'll probably just take out all these highs up here. So, and then if we take out this high, well, we're probably going to take out this high. If we take out this high, probably going to take out these highs. So at least a liquidity sweep and then dump from there, or fully to our TR pocket area there. I'd say it depends mostly on if Bitcoin wants to pump or not. But back to what I was saying, I do think this area will hold in the short term. However, if it doesn't, what I would be looking for would be this yearly open retest, which matches up with, if you looked at our previous videos, Bitcoin and ETH both also have that yearly open. I'll show you Bitcoin real quick. Bitcoin has this yearly open, pretty much the same amount of percentage down, where we want to look for longs. So if Solana loses that 786, I probably would not take a trade until this yearly open. And you can see that matches the 786 from this swing pull. And probably a little bit of an overspiel of the golden pocket as well from the very low. So to me, what this looks like, guys, is either we get some longs now and we pump up, or if we lose this low, we'll head into this yearly open area. And I do think that will be a bullish reversal zone in this area that takes us to at least a liquidity sweep of this high, or a liquidity sweep and TR pocket here. If we get as far up as this TR pocket, just like Bitcoin, it could be just a shallower retrace to retrace the range and then a pump from there. But it could also be a very bearish reversal that takes us down to that $79 level. Yeah, guys, I think I have a pretty clear thesis on this. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. But that's Solana, and I think it's pretty clean right now. If you have any other altcoins you want me to look at, go ahead and comment that below. Share this video with your friends and subscribe. We've got some more subscribers recently. I've been posting multiple times this week. So I hope you've been enjoying the content, and I look forward to seeing you next week.